So I really feel for her because when she was having that conversation with me, it was hard for me to advise her. I guess that it was a perfect example of you can just be an ear. Because I was like, girl, I'm not even married. I can't advise you on this one. I wish you well. I hope you figure it out. I had no words.
Sometimes I feel like whoever came about this marriage thing, what was the idea behind? Is it just for having children or people actually? Growing up, I used to see people loving each other, staying for so long, 30 years, till the person is. Is it because we live abroad, where there are different cultures, and people just want to explore?
Hi. But that's the thing. As you said that, my mind was saying, God created marriage. I think he needs to explain what was the plan here. Like really. And is there really an age thing to it? What is the characters for it? Do we all really qualify? I just want these locks to be long, you know?
But they are really cute. The size and the texture,
Really?
they are really cute. Imagine you don't have to pay for all this human hair, moving your hair and taking them out. You know how, and in a year, you know what you do? Get a box. If you're doing your hair, let's say, even some of the styles, 2 weeks, they are gone. So at least if it's 400 or 300 for just mini cornrows or braids, maybe 500, 600. Get a box and be putting that money inside, and at the end of the year,
and
see how much you make.
Yeah, right.
And your hair texture is not those textures that cannot do anything. It looks healthy, black, nice. You can do any style with it. When I took off your hair, I was looking at it. I'm like, so why am I wasting all this time? So I was quietly thinking about it. But I have a page, I create content, and I cannot have one style. That's the problem.
Oh yes, 100%. 100%. I should actually start doing that because my best friend, all the time, like maybe every second week, I'm going to the salon. So I should start saying, how much are you paying? And then put that money away. And then see how much.
Yeah. And you'll be buying wigs. You know how much wigs?
Yeah.
The long ones about 1,000.
But they're so cute.
The short ones about 5. Yeah, they are cute.
Everything looks cute. But I think for me the biggest struggle with wigs would be like the glue.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And the fact that I think wigs, they have an expectation of makeup. Right? And I'm not that girl. So I don't think I would make the wig look good on me enough.
It will look good. When it becomes something that you do all the time, you become used to it.
You mean when you do wigs and makeup or just wigs?
Wigs, both wigs and makeup. Today I wanted to just do your hair when I finish and sleep. Or for someone to be traveling and wanted to. But let me just use today to do all of that.
How many appointments today? Just 2. And then tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I told the person I'll be giving a feedback later. So let's see.
So are you telling me you might just be booked throughout the holiday? Like until Monday?
Yeah. Even the second one today, it wasn't planned.
Oh wow.
It just came up.
I think that's a good thing.
It just came up, so
I'm so glad I messaged you so early.
And I also contemplating, should I, is Japan coming? When am I going? Yours.
When were you going to go to Japan?
Japan, I'm waiting for my passport. I've sent it already.
But what was the plan? Were you going to go today or yesterday? Ideally.
If I had it,
Yeah.
it will be 2 days before even the holiday. I'll be taking permission from my work.
Yes.
Go earlier because I want to enjoy it.
Yes. Before all the... I don't know if Chinese people visit Japan since war or whatnot, but
Yeah, some of them do.
gets crowded. Yeah. You know how many people ask me, what are your plans this holiday? But the thing is, because I've come to Shenzhen so many times, they will all say, are you going to Shenzhen? I was like, I stopped. I was embarrassed. Because I know, like, listen.
Did they try to find out the reason you are going to Shenzhen?
I think some read between the lines, you know. But, you know, when he was visiting me, he went to my school. So some of my students, when they saw him, first of all, these Chinese kids, when they saw him, they were staring. I said, that's rude. Don't stare.
Yeah, that's their favorite person, the white.
And I think they were trying to understand, you with her?
Yeah.
What's going on
he's coming
here?
to teach us.
Right, you know what I mean? Like, they were just their faces. I was like, and then some of them, I said, he's my brother. You know? And then the one time when I was coming here, when I came here, I said, I'm going to see... Then they're like, are you going to see your brother? I laughed because I forgot I said that. That's a lie, you know?
Are they grown?
Yes, grade 10.
Oh.
So now...
Those ones, they can ask a lot of questions.
A lot of questions. So they were like, are you going to Shenzhen? I was like, I can't say.
Again.
You know, because then I said, you know, I don't know. In the office, what are your plans? I don't know.
Teacher, this holiday, where will you be going?
And my other colleague, she was like, where are you going? She's like, don't say you're going to Shenzhen. Come on. There's so many places you can go. Then I was like, I'm not telling anyone.
Anyone I'm traveling.
I'm not telling. You know. And that's the thing. I'm such a bad liar. I couldn't come up with I'm going to Beijing or I'm going to Shanghai. Like, I couldn't. Because I know that also comes with, I need to show pictures or I need to tell them where in Beijing are you going. You know, so I was like,
and even the grown-ups, they want to know.
They want to know.
Yeah. Can you show us an evidence of?
Oh my God. So
they're even lucky they are not the one paying. No, they will try to send us your tickets.
Yes.
Send us this.
Oh, can you imagine?
You want to show it to. I always want to try to be in your business.
But the thing is, I find peace when at least one person knows where I am for safety.
Yeah, it's true.
So I just told my principal and my mom.
Is it she or he? Is she? Did he see your
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
He likes him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they get along, and I think maybe it's because he's Canadian. So I think it's an American thing, you know. It's North America, it's South America. So they get along. So even when we were in Thailand, I don't know if I told you, he was also in Thailand, so we met up with him. Yeah. So, but my principal, God bless his soul, he's such a chatterbox. He can sit with you, and he's happy to just be always talking. That's too much for me. But yeah. So I told him, I was like, listen, I'm okay telling only you, because God forbid if anything happens to me, at least you know where I am. So yeah. And the students were giving me ideas, you know.
Of where to go?
Yes! It's like, don't struggle, you know. I'll see that, I think, during summer holidays, because I don't want to go home.
Mm.
I want to take advantage of being in this country, this great country. I don't think I've seen enough of it.
You should go to maybe Beijing. Have you been there already?
I've been to Beijing.
Mm.
I want to explore Fuzhou. Heard some good things about it.
Fuzhou, yeah, Fuzhou too.
Yeah. And just where there's like nice mountain landscapes. I think that's like what I want to do.
Shenzhen also got some nice places. This
Yeah.
time you're just going to be in Shenzhen, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's another
You should
thing.
go to the Moon Beach.
Moon Beach. I will take him out of the house, that one, because I told him like it's nice that we like to be indoors, but we need to push ourselves to see more, because who knows
Just
how
go
long
to-
we're in this country.
Either how do you call this? China, WeChat channel, search for places, or go to trip.com.
Yes, look for recommendations.
Mm.
He will be going to Dalian. No,
Where? Dalian.
Have you been to Dalian?
No, I've not been there before.
I saw a YouTube video about Dalian. It seems like a nice place as well. It's got a coastal area. And it's not far from me. Like his train, he's taking a train.
What's the name of your city?
Changchun.
Changchun.
Really far. Next to Harbin.
Oh, that's far.
Yeah, it is quite far. And in the winter, I want to go to Harbin. Harbin is, I've seen a lot of pretty things about it, especially for winter. Do you often go to Shanghai?
Not really.
Not
I've
really.
been there twice.
Okay. You want me to ask, is it like easy to go and come back, or
Oh, it's easy to go. I think 3 hours from Shenzhen though.
like train?
Train, 3 hours.
That's not bad. And how many hours Hong Kong from Shenzhen again?
Oh, Hong Kong, there's a border here. You just
Yes.
be 30. I think 30 minutes by bus.
Oh.
But if you have visa free, you just take a train to Hong Kong.
Okay, maybe Hong Kong. Because I did ask.
I think your country is visa free, so you don't need a visa to go there.
Interesting. I think I'm willing.
Where there's I think I forgot the name. You just be standing there, you be seeing Hong Kong border.
Wow.
For me, I need a visa. I even applied already. So they will send me. I was waiting for the electronic, those one that they don't put in your passports. I was waiting for it, and I'm like, how long does it take? Why are they taking so long to send mine?
But I heard Hong Kong is very expensive.
Yeah,
Like, it's
a lot
more
of
advisable
foreigners
to
over
see
there.
Yeah.
One thing I realize is when the foreigners are a lot,
Yes.
things start getting expensive.
Yeah.
But China always get things under control, so no matter how a lot you are, it's so the price will now skyrocket.
Yeah, and you have options.
It will be the
right?
same.
Yeah. I mean, like, even with the option of you are in an expensive place, you can at least have an option to leave or still have a cheap meal around the corner, you know? So I like that about China. I was impressed by the DD process here, like in Shenzhen from the airport. I don't know if it's a new thing, but because I arrived in the AM, there's no train, right? So maybe you've experienced this, but to almost like make it easy for the DD to know where you are, you enter the DD's number plate on the screen to tell them which area you are.
Yeah.
So on the first top area, it has its own screen. Second floor has its own screen. And I think that's smart because a lot of traffic, so to avoid calling each other and not understanding, them not knowing where you are, maybe it sends them a message.
Yeah.
I think that's very smart.
Were you able to send a message in English?
Huh?
Were you able to send a message in English or only Chinese?
What do you mean? About what?
Like trying to send a message to the driver?
To the driver. I always translate first. Because they never understand. And I think that system, you have been, maybe Philippines is the same. Think about Thailand. Have you arrived in a Thailand airport? There's so many foreigners waiting to be picked up.
A lot.
A lot. And I think that system would work very well with them if they get it together. Because China also too many people. But they kept it.
They are able to get things under control.
Very nice. Hey, I want to ask you, how about these tariffs? Tariff trade war that's happening. Is it affecting you and the money between you and your country? Or just like your country's currency?
It's not really affecting. The people that is affecting a lot are people in production of products, people in e-commerce industry. Those who are into shipping, logistics and stuff, customs and all of that. They are the people suffering. But it's not affecting my country at all.
Because I asked because I've been wondering if it's wiser for me to not send money, like wire it to my bank.
Oh no! I don't think it's affecting the dollar and anything. No. The main place it's affecting is the production houses.
I see.
Yeah.
I just slipped coffee on my shirt.
And one thing I realized, things that were 50 yuan before are all 65 and 60 now because of the tariff. But I think they will do something about it. Yeah, they will try to
get it down.
Yeah. I believe China can actually do something. But for US, I cannot really tell.
Trump is crazy though. Like, you are crazy. He wants to take control in the craziest way. Like, I was reading this article because I'm a social studies teacher, right? It's almost, it has to be in my nature to find out what's going on in the world, right? But particularly based on my program. And my program is a Canadian program. And one of these articles was Trump wants to control Canada and make it the 51 state of America.
Yeah.
I'm like, this man. So he made like all these laws and regulations just to make the regulations and the policies stricter. And I don't know what world does Trump live in. Because I was having a conversation with my sister, and I wasn't aware of this until I was having a conversation with my sister, that Trump removed America from education department or something like that. He removed America from United Nations. He removed America from World Health Organization. But Trump, just because America is helping out other countries more, doesn't mean that it is the king of the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, what is going on in your brain, sir? Why are you... We are like people who need each other. And you get to be a good country or a good citizen to this world, even with the good acts, however way your country or currency is able to help, you know. And I think he's sitting in this power trip because their currency is strong, and obviously, you know, when they send money to donate and stuff, it doesn't hurt them versus us African countries that it takes a lot. Like $1 billion for us, for them it's like what, $100 or something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm just making a crazy assumption, you know. So I'm just like, it's crazy to me how his human ethics are questionable, because at some point it's not all the way about presidency, but it needs to be about you caring for people. So I
don't really care.
Yeah,
For
no.
me, the whole thing seems to me like he's coming for, like, he's not trying to rule a country, but he's coming for revenge on.
Yeah. And why did they give him back the seat? Like,
I'm a businessman. You didn't let me get things my
Right.
way. When I become a president, I'll deal with you, kind of.
right.
So he came for revenge, not really something that will benefit people. Because Shein, Amazon, all those selling platforms, they are struggling, and they are all getting their goods from China.
That's crazy to me. And he doesn't care. He doesn't care about
Doesn't
the
care, like-
lower people that he's hurt or
No.
hurting.
And Chinese are all like, then we are going to expose you guys. All those the big brands, they are all getting their things from us, and we are going to
us.
TikTok. Oh no.
And when I was watching, the last time I was watching the news, Singapore was crying out to America to say, we are at a, we're saying, America, you are at a deficit with us because we buy more products from America than you buy from us. So why are we being hurt by this tariff? Because we are making your economy good.
Rich, yeah.
Yeah, you're benefiting from our trading. Oh God, I was like, this is a mess. Don't hurt everyone. Where's your consideration? It's crazy to me.
It's like I'm coming to be the center stage of everything. Every day you must hear from me.
Yeah. Hi. And the thing is, he has advisors around him. So I'm like, so there are people who are agreeing with you, or there are people who maybe they don't agree, but they're carrying
can't
this
say
message.
anything.
Yeah. Hi. Ouch. Doesn't make sense to me. I just hope our country, I don't know how is your country, but I just hope my country can get to a point where they toughen the coming and going of people. Because I think too many people go into South Africa without so many restrictions as opposed to the restrictions as South Africans we face. Just like visa requirements are not so hectic or strenuous to people going into South Africa versus people in South Africa going out. And then people who are going in South Africa to establish businesses, so easy. But for me as a South African to try and establish any kind of business
Anywhere is difficult.
Anywhere, exactly. So I'm just like, it needs to balance out. And now, my sister is telling me how there's even
I put the AC on.
Okay. There's even a Nigerian group of people who want to start their own political party in my country.
In Nigeria, in South Africa?
Bunto.
Imagine.
Hey, are they not now gonna make it Nigeria 2.0?
How do you go to someone's country and start a political?
Thank you, Ted. this is not me saying anything about Nigerians and their whatnot, but it's like, how? How are you coming from your own home to come to my home and tell
And
us
how are they
we
going
should
to how are they
run
going to
things?
call it?
Yeah. So I'm like, no, South Africa.
Those people, they are bold.
They really are.
They are bold. If you give them the chance, they will elect their own president to rule them over there.
It's because they seem like here we can get away with things. We can bring cars. I mean, we can bring guns, drugs, get married, whatnot. They see a sense of freedom.
I'm trying to twist to create the bulb you wanted to create, but some of them are super short. And okay, let me see if I can make from the back.
I wonder if maybe the long one you fold it to make the short one. I don't know. You're the one with the eyes. Yeah, it's easy for you to talk about. I can see. Yeah.
A whole political party.
A whole political party. Yeah. Yeah. It's like that same thing of, I think it was running for Miss South Africa. And there was I think she was Nigerian, a Nigerian contestant. And people were against it to say, you're not born in South Africa, why are you being considered as a contestant? A contestant. And it's kind of the same thing, like, I'm not trying to out that girl out, but it's like, come on, we're trying to do our thing here. So yeah, I hope our president would just be man enough to not like these nonsense. Like,
I even heard there's a place in South Africa, black people cannot go there.
I'm sure there is. I'm
It's
very
only
sure
for white people.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
it has a
definitely.
name, it's like a whole country. I'm like, what is going on? It's on YouTube.
Our country, man, it needs saving. And I don't know why in 2025 there's still places like that where white people think they can be by themselves. And unfortunately,
And on a black man's land.
on a black man's land. Like, what's his face?
I
Elon
watched-
Musk. You know Elon Musk is
Yeah.
South African?
Yeah.
And it was crazy to me to hear that he's busy negotiating, or rather had the chat with Trump to say, the farmers in South Africa who don't agree with the presidency and his policies, and they want their way. Now Trump is has promised white South Africans to say, you can come to America, never mind visa, I will pay for your living here. Crazy. Black people can't win yet. We will still win. I was telling Devin that, because when he called me at the airport on my layover, he was like, oh, layover, and he's flying, and you look nice, you know? And I said, I've had to almost like take my attire seriously when I fly. Because the thing is, when you are a black person, already people are going to look at you twice. When you are a black person with locks, people are going to look at you twice.
Yeah.
They're going to check your bags twice. They're going to, you know what I mean? And when you are a black person from Africa, people are going to look at you twice. So I'm like, it's just being part of this world. When you show up at an airport with a neat attire, then you're taken seriously. But I can't wear track pants, long shirt, I'm screaming drug addict. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, that is a comfortable attire. Don't get me wrong. I want to fly like that, but I've learned also to wear a shirt, wear clean shoes. I told him. It was through my principal actually with that conversation, because he was like, people are being stopped and confused as druggies because of mainly, wearing whatever shirt or shorts and whatnot, He's like, I've learned to wear a shirt when I fly, or a waistcoat, whatever the case, I was like, oh, actually, I get that. And immediately I started taking note of that.
When you wear too much, they suspect something, right?
Like even with my hair, I'm like, it's better for me to, because I like wearing hats. I'm like, it's better for me to not wear a hat or to not put it up in a bun, because I know they're going to be like, what are you hiding? And they don't need to ask me. They'll just, the fact that, like, why? Why does my hair have to look suspicious? So, yeah. At some point, we have to stop taking offense and just keep them quiet by showing up the way that, to just kill
Sometimes that is what they are taught to do. There's nothing that, it's part of their jobs. So no matter how you complain, try to make it look, they don't care. They just do their work.
And I can't imagine, because I always flirt with the idea. Don't get me wrong. I always flirt sometimes with the idea to go, because at home sometimes I take Kush Green, Mary Jane. Okay. So then when I'm at home, I'll be like, if only I could just have one pull after work while I'm in China, right? So I'll flirt with the idea of carrying a little bit in my bag. But I'm like, I will never, God help me, I will never. Because if that thing is detected, prison. And Chinese prison, I can't even imagine. And what does that do? Korea, gone, down the drain in China. Because you will be now registered as a mole or something like that. So people who come here and do that, they're brave.
Yeah.
They're really brave.
The guy was telling me how they arrested someone. A South African lady, white, spent some time in prison and she became paralyzed.
You see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she has to start learning how to walk again.
That's crazy.
All over again. And now, recently, they caught her and she's now doing better. She can walk now. Like, what did they feed you?
What did they feed you? What they didn't feed you? That's crazy. And you hear the stories all the time. Like, I remember my sister was telling me about some female basketball player, American, who was in Russia, that because Russia and America are not in good terms, they found just a small bag of kush on her, prison. And Russia was holding on to her. They didn't want to let her go because political war. Now you are the
gay lady. I know that lady.
Yeah, remember that story? Yeah. I was like, wow. This is enough to just scare me. I don't need to.
She finally came back.
That's crazy. But can you imagine the trauma now that she's living with? Yeah. Because sometimes you'll never know. You might be in someone's car who has it, but you don't know that they have
that's
it.
something I
And
always pray.
Boom. You're all in prison because it's like you're all taking this. Yeah. that's the thing, going back to children. You'll never know what kind of friends your child will have, or just people your child will be surrounded by. You might do everything as a parent, or as parents to the T. You work very hard, and then your child chooses this life. Hey! Huh? Hi.
That is when you see parents regretting they gave birth.
But when, like, there's this series called Adolescents, I don't know how you want to say it. And basically, I think it's a 14 or 13-year-old boy. This girl bullied him online, and he got angry, found a knife, and stabbed her classmate for bullying her online. And the series, I hope you can watch it. The documentary starts with the police just coming to the house, bang, bang, bang. Where's Jamie? And then the father's like, you have the wrong house. Jamie's a sweet boy. He's innocent. Yo! And then the documentary starts showing. Jamie started the story. The parents started the story. The girl who got stabbed. The school. Yo! I was like, yeah, no. Today's generation, you know, because they're on the screen so much, they bully each other on the screen. If someone, you know, calls you a bad thing, and then people laugh about it, or they say, yeah, he's bad, they start believing it, right? It affects them. That's how they get angry. And now they see that girl, take a knife, boom. Now they are murderers. And it's like, slang these days is more harsh. Yeah. Like, I was watching Love Island, UK, and there's this slang called, like, someone can say you are pushing. No, punching. And I looked it up, I was like, AI, what is punching? And punching means if you are dating someone out of your league, just to get noticed.
Girl, how did you get, sorry, let me not stop you. How did you get your account registered? I'm trying to watch some movies, but I don't have the account for either Netflix or Flickster.
Oh girl, you don't even want to know my Netflix story. So, I actually watch through my best friend's Netflix. I'm not paying for it.
Oh.
And yeah, I don't even think it's because of my VPN. But I have noticed when you change VPN like countries, then you access different things on Netflix.
Oh.
For example, there's this movie that I wanted to watch, but on American Netflix I couldn't access it. On Canadian VPN I couldn't access it. But when I put it on Thailand, I could access it.
Wow.
So, and even like with other South African programs, like I need to put my VPN on South Africa. Which I know my Netflix is not mine. And you know, remember how Netflix used to do that whole thing of if you're not in the same house, you can access VX. You can. Just don't
Because
give up.
people are not registering.
Yeah, no.
They're just using for free. They're not getting money. Oh yeah. I've been trying to watch movies this holidays too, but I don't have an account, so I'm struggling.
And you don't know anyone you can jump on their account. Yeah,
I'm
no.
trying to find someone to pay them.
I'm such a cheapskate, like even my Spotify, I'm not paying for it. It's my best friend's Spotify. She pays for double membership. But I always tell her, if you want me to help you, please tell me. You know? One thing that I do want to pay for is Grammy. Do you know the
What's the name?
Grammy? Yeah,
Yeah.
just for typing.
Yeah.
Especially like in my profession, you know, I send out a lot of
Just use the AI.
yeah, you know what Grammarly does? It will like correct your grammar,
Oh.
and then it will say it will highlight the correction
For you.
in red, right? And then it will still highlight yellow and say GoPro. So I kind of want to. I think that's a subscription
great.
I'll pay for. Yeah, to be like, especially because parents are so. You want to give parents confidence to be like your child is being, you know, taught by a professional, right? And like I said, black dreadlocks, South African. You have to prove yourself.
You have to really
time.
work hard, double.
Yeah, double. You know, my principal, he's white. He sounds white. He doesn't have to prove himself. Not that he's not, you know, credible or whatever. So it's just one of those. But he's such a nice man. He's a nice guy. And I'm so grateful that, you know, when I first met him, I'll be honest, when I first met him, I was like, whoa, that's an attractive person. How am I going to work with this person? I was actually like, I need to switch to professional, period. No switching back, zero. And I told my best friend, I was like, listen, I need to get this out of my system with you, because if I don't want to look at, when he's talking, I'm looking at his lips and I'm like I noticed it, because he's a good looking person.
He's a good looking person.
Oh, so I'm grateful that now it's gone out, because I was intentional about that.
Is he still the one still working with you?
He's masculine. Listen, he's an attractive person, and he knows he's good looking.
The same way someone was telling me yesterday, oh, we travel together. I'm like, no, I know myself.
Yes.
Oh, we can still be in different rooms. I'm like,
Girl.
The next minute I'm walking to your room telling you how I'm
Girl.
cold, how I'm feeling
Girl. Exactly.
I have to tell you the truth.
That. There's no shame
There's
in
no
that.
shame in that.
The hormones are the hormones.
Yeah.
And the more you fight them, the more they grow.
The more they grow,
you just
they will push you like,
exactly.
They will push you to commit a sin.
Exactly. Yeah. So I would like, listen, we are two attractive people, but we have to be professional. And I'm gonna do my part. And I
just don't be in my space.
Yes.
Let me be in my office.
Let's not be alone. You know, I really trained myself in that, and I can say I succeeded. And also just because when you work at seeing someone professionally, then you see them for who they are, right?
Yeah.
Because when you see them with that crush look, it's easy to look past their flaws in a way. But the minute I saw him professional, I was like, oh, you talk too much. I wouldn't date you because this is like, you know, like the attraction is zero. It's not there just because I see him as a person now, not just a good-looking person. So I say that to say, so now I see it with other females. Like when they look at him and they gush, I'm like, yeah, I know. He's good-looking. Yeah, I know. But don't be fooled.
Yeah.
He's just
I'll
another
just
guy.
be behind everybody and reading the room.
Yes.
Oh, she likes it. That's what's up. Just be.
Especially Chinese girls, you know how they are with white guys. They lose shape. So, and also, you know, he's such a boy. Like in my head, when he does things, I'm like, oh, he's such a boy. Like, he's a PE teacher, right? And he knows a lot of sports. I'll give him that. Like, he's really good. And he works out. Like, he goes to gym and stuff. So, yeah, he takes his shakes and whatnot. So, literally yesterday, he was like, excuse me, guys, like to me and our other colleague, because it's just the three of us. He was like, excuse me, have you guys noticed I'm getting stronger? Oh, in my head I'm like, oh my god, boy being a boy, let's hear it. And then I was like, okay. I actually did notice. I was thinking, is he wearing a smaller shirt right now, or is it because his muscles have grown? And his muscles really, they were hugging.
Poking a bit.
Yeah. And if I was like a girl who was crazy about muscles, that's already enough for me to get distracted and fan out and whatnot. But I was able to congratulate him just on a human basis. Be like, yeah, whatever you're doing is working. Like, you do look stronger and whatnot. So I think learning that also is very important. Just boy or girl, like learning how to congratulate people, make them feel good. I think it's a good human quality to have. And being able to do it without looking for them to compliment you or say something back, I think that's really good. And I think as people sometimes we suffer with that. We compliment people because we want them to compliment us back, right?
Yeah.
Or we look for compliments to make ourselves feel good. But I think we can just be like a person who appreciates, can congratulate people, clap hands for them, even if they don't clap hands for you. It's okay. And he's also like that, funny enough. He's a good, he can be a cheerleader when he wants to, and I appreciate it when he chooses to be. So, in a way, I think that's what makes our work environment healthy and a good team, because we always look out for each other and we want the best for each other.
That's the best thing to do.
But I will tell you, when he interviewed me the first time, when my screen popped and he showed up, I was like,
oh my God, have mercy.
Whoa! And then on top of it, he was like, you're high. I was like, okay, things are about to get interesting.
You start telling yourself, relax.
Relax, exactly.
Who to be jumping everywhere? Hey, don't fight me.
And I was also thinking, I was like, I wonder what he thinks of me, because it's not like I'm bad looking too, I was like, I be stopping some boys too, did you, whatever. But I'm glad it never, because with some people, you get that comfortable way, depending on the dynamics, you have that conversation with, hey, be honest. When you first met me, you did like me, didn't you? Sometimes you can do that with people.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that with him. And maybe if we're old.
It's a work environment. So
yeah, it is a work environment.
Just keep it professional and get your money.
Get my money, yeah. That's right.
Unless he's interested and be like, oh, okay, you are too. Then let's meet somewhere and have a drink.
But I think also the ability to have met each other's partners right now, it also shows that we have different interests.
Yeah.
Because he also, we've seen him like with his type.
Okay.
And I know that I probably will not be his cup of tea. And obviously he's my Devon, and I think I can already tell that I like that and I don't like this. And even if that can be shiny, it doesn't attract me, because I know what attracts me there, Just dating out of just good looks, which is the first thing you see of a person. It can be very dangerous. And
those who know,
they
use it against
danger.
And some this girl is going to melt.
Danger. Yeah, no. I've learned that. Don't date a guy who knows that he's good looking.
Yeah.
Stressful. And I think like looks are, what's the word I'm looking for? Looks it depends, because what you find good looking, I might not find good looking, right?
Yeah.
And what I see in a person it's easy for someone else to be like, what does she see in
what
him?
does she see
Exactly.
in him?
But eventually, when you see the good qualities
Yeah.
and vice versa, if they see good qualities in you, that's where attraction comes.
Some people can be very ugly, but when you get close to them,
Come on.
they are super good. They are human.
Handsome. Because you're such a
Their
good person.
character.
Yeah, exactly. So I think looks can be different because you can be
Looks
the
can-
most
looks
beautiful.
can be deceptive.
Exactly. But if you have ugly ways, come on, you are ugly.
Some people are handsome in the face, but very ugly character.
Ugly. For me, I when you have an ugly character, I also see it. I'm like, oh yeah, big nose, big, nasty eyes, snotting nose, dry lips. Like I see it all. Because I'm
You
just
see
like,
it?
yeah. But if you carry well, even when your lips are dry, I'm like, come on, have some lip gloss. You are good. So. And I don't know about they being two attractive people in a relationship, like it's in their head that they're attractive.
One becomes very unattractive because when your character starts showing the relationship, like both of us are very handsome or beautiful, then one starts showing the bad character. He or she becomes the
because
ugly one.
they both want to be the
Yeah,
attractive.
yeah.
So it's gonna be a competition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know you're handsome. All the time the fight will be like, I know you're handsome and I'm
Right.
beautiful too.
Exactly. Or like it becomes toxic because the expectation around I'm with you, we look good, we're supposed to look good all the time, type of thing. It stops being fun. You know, the picture angles are not right. The outfits need to be a certain way. I don't know, the perceptions. It's like you're an Instagram page but without Instagram. Oh my gosh, bro. This September, it will be a year me off of Instagram.
Oh, he left.
I left. And when I hit that mark, it's like I'm one of those people who stopped drinking alcohol and I'm just like, I'm 1 year sober, you know?
Yeah. How is it?
I'll tell you this. I think apps like, while it's not the same, but apps like your WeChat channel and Made2, they kind of feed into that void that we look for in social media, which is the scrolling, the little bit of looking at other people and what's going on. But Instagram just gives way a lot of it versus other
In
apps.
China, they keep those things out of under control.
Under control in a way, you know?
But outside, they just leave everything to flow.
Yeah. So, I don't know, how often do you spend time on WeChat channel?
I have a channel, I'm sorry, but I don't spend so much time on it. I just scroll a bit and let it go.
Same. And I think that's because, I don't know, the timeline, I guess also it's because already I'm not on social Instagram because I don't have time, period. And Instagram is thief of time.
Yeah.
You're on it, oh gosh, your day is gone. But somehow being on WeChat channel, you can still
You know when to stop.
Yeah, you can still somehow, I don't know how, but yeah, you can.
They will not push things on you like how Instagram will push things. Oh, recommend this one. Oh, you can follow this one. You can, because they are making money out of it, so it's becoming more like a business. You have to be forced to look at things you don't want to look at.
That's true.
So
yeah, it stops being fun.
in China, they have everything, and even when you're watching, they'll tell you children, whatever content.
Yeah, that's what another YouTuber was saying, that Instagram used to be a platform that was fun for content creators. But now, because businesses hire influencers to drive their advertisement company without paying them the advertisement budget, it's less fun now. So even now, as a content creator, First Night will hire you because you have a good following and you have a good personality on Instagram. But then they want you to sell their things a certain way. Now you have to follow their scripts, forgetting that they hired you because they like you.
They like what you were doing.
Exactly. So she was like, now even what I put out, because she was talking about her reasons why she stopped Instagram as a content creator. And that was interesting to hear from that view. Yeah, a lot of what's fun is being turned into business, which makes it less fun. Now everyone is saying, come to work with me. Everyone is putting out the same content. And it stopped the creativity of it. You know?
Parents are exploiting their children just from the mind.
Hey, that's why I'm not also driven to, hey, my life as a South African in China. How many people are doing that?
A lot. A lot of my.
No. I'm sorry, no. Again, for me, it's the work around it. It's the pressure of I have to find something new to show people.
You have to edit. Make videos, sit down to edit. So much work to do. Maybe the hair content creator. I have a lot of videos sitting down waiting for me.
Yeah, to edit. Girl, you better get on it.
Because where is the time?
I can imagine.
And they will tell you to wait till you're 1,000 before they even pay you. Even though you are putting in so much work already, you still have to wait till you get to 1,000. That means more work needs to be done to be able to get to that 1,000, even though you are creating content every single day.
I used to work with this colleague who, I guess she wanted to get more followers. And for some reason, she thought, I know the algorithm.
Oh.
I don't study that. She was studying it. And she was like, what hashtags, what song, what do you think of this? I was like, I'm happy to help her, but this is too much for me. Because I'm not I don't know. Because there are people who take time to go on YouTube to say, if you want to get more followers, watch this video. You know? Yeah. And I don't even know.
Meanwhile, that video was posted to get followers too.
Exactly. I don't know how much truth there is in that. You know? And I think sometimes it's a lucky thing where your video that one time gets so many followers. You just have to be consistent. Right.
Posting.
Now you have to know the latest song, latest hashtag. Oh God. I'm just like, this is a lot. This is a lot. Because honestly, if I were to go to a club right now, I don't know if I would enjoy the music if they're playing what's trending right now. Because I'm not even on TikTok, you know? So I know a person like me will better enjoy somewhere where, okay, play latest music, but also mix it with a bit of 2013, 15 kind of songs. To 2010 even, you know? I always, when I see, like when I scroll a bit on channel, mishaps channel, and I see like people dancing to like maybe like 15, 20 20 different Amapiano songs.
Mm.
Oh, I'm always so envious. Like, first of all, I don't know this music, but it sounds good. Secondly, the dance. I can't dance what today's generation dances like, eh? And they make it look so cool. That's how you know you're getting old. When you're slang, you can't keep up with dance moves, songs. Just like, listen, it's your time to shine. I had my chance. Do your thing. You know what I appreciate about Shenzhen? I mean, Shenzhen has a lot of options when it comes to food, which I appreciate, first of all, like, period. I appreciate pizza here.
Whoa.
Every time I'm here, I'm like, I have to have pizza.
Have you tried it? Is it Dominion?
No, I haven't. Is it like really good?
Really good. It's
Really?
yeah.
I'll say you should look into that. Somehow in my city, it's the Chinese people making the pizza, and you know what they do, girl? It's too crazy. They put
The cheese and all of that.
and the sauce is just like
Too much?
it looks so messy. I'm just like, it doesn't appeal to me because I like a simple pizza. I like to see my
You
ingredients.
need to look for those foreign days.
Yes.
As Pizza Hut and all of that. This really good. Really good food.
So when I'm here, I like to eat what I know I can't find that side easily. And even like, I think you have more options Indian food.
Yeah.
That side.
Do you like
on my-
Indian food?
Girl, that side on my matron, I can only find one Indian food.
I tried garlic. Is it
Garlic
curry rice?
Curry rice, yeah.
Curry chicken, I think. Curry
Yeah.
chicken. It was really nice. I don't know where that is coming from because I've eaten something similar in Singapore before and I liked it. So I came here, I was looking for it. So recently, I want to get someone's hair done. She gave birth, so she cannot come.
Okay.
I went to the house, it was late, so she decided to get me food. And she got me curry rice. I was like, whoa, this is good.
On matron.
Made 2 years. But when I come here to my area
Right.
and I try to find one,
Right.
it wasn't good like the one I got.
Girl, isn't that hard?
So that means the location doesn't have a good one.
Yes, yes. I suppose that's another part, like your area where you live as a person. Another thing, the last time I was here, we went to a Turkish.
Oh yeah, Turkish restaurant.
Girl, I didn't know Turkey people be slapping food like that.
Yeah, they are good.
Damn, it's good. It's really good. We had their, I think it was a eggplant hummus, something like that, or eggplant radish. So good. So good. And then I went back to my house to look for Turkish restaurant and nothing. Oh, While I used to be in the habit like you of cooking for myself a lot, I kind of stopped a little because first of all, cooking is more expensive than
Yeah, now cooking is becoming more expensive than buying outside.
number one. Second part, a lot of my food is frozen food, and I wonder if it's healthy than eating fresh food, which is obviously at a restaurant they serve you fresh food because fresh ingredients. So I've gotten in the habit of it's okay to go to your regular, Because my regular meals for me is like malatang. And it's easy because it's just noodles and vegetables that I choose.
I really like malatan in the winter.
Yes. I mean, I like it all the time, but I really. Malatang is great. Where's that plastic bag? I'm done. You can move it too.
I'm finished.
And if I'm lazy, just buy noodles and cook it on the stove. I don't like. I feel like noodles that you just pour water versus the one that you put on the stove, they taste different. You should try it, even if it's 2 minutes. Just put it on the stove versus putting hot water. If you like noodles, it tastes better. And my favorite thing about China as a whole. Do you know gluten?
Gluten.
Yes. So you know how they have those sausages? That
Yes.
So gluten is like that sausage, and it's like, it's cut like this. It's like a. Let me see.
And it's light kind of cut.
It's so yummy, and I think it's the best thing to have.
Is it a foreign food?
Hmm?
Is it kind of popular?
It's a Chinese thing,
Oh, okay.
and I think it's the best thing to have, especially when you know, barbecues everywhere in China.
Yeah.
So when they invite you for barbecue, then I barbecue vegetables and I ask for gluten. It's called mianjin, I think. Mianjin or something like that. I'll show you. I recently grabbed some. So it looks like this.
Oh. Is it made from the intestines?
No, it's just dough.
Oh, okay.
It's dough, and they make it like meat. They give it a meat texture. You know, dough, if you roll it hard enough, it becomes harder.
Yeah.
And then when you fry it, it has a texture of chicken. Yeah.
They have a way of doing it. Chinese love experimenting with a lot of food stuff.
They do. They really do.
There are a lot of things that's being done to flour.
Yes.
But when you go to African country, they just do all the bakings and stuff with it. And I'm like, that makes it easier for China to have a lot of food.
Yes.
Varieties and stuff. But we end up having few because we don't know how to do a lot or experiment with food.
Right. And what I love about China is that they popularize their favorite food. And their favorite food is easy food, easy accessible. And I think that's why being a chef here,
it's easy.
Girl, the market here to be a chef is easy. You can live and be successful. My other colleague, he was like, if I wasn't a teacher, I would consider being a chef in China because there's a market for it. People are lazy to cook. People are too busy to cook.
The one thing about China, they like what is theirs.
Yes.
If it's not from China,
Yeah.
they want to run away from it.
Yeah.
My stepdad lives in the UK. He was always telling me, those people, if they go to the UK, they always move in together. And when they see a restaurant that is not for Chinese people, they don't go there. They all live in one place, move to one place to eat, go to they support each other.
They support each other. It's very beautiful to see. And that's what makes them successful. Because we all know the other side of that story. whereas as Africans, we don't support each other.
No.
We bring each other down. We ridicule a person who wants to bring a South African cuisine in China. You will not succeed.
Mm-hmm.
They will not succeed because you won't support them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the other side of that story. So, community-based culture is very beautiful. I think the last time I was here, we were listening to some of Cézare's new album. But after that, my best friend exposed me to, I think, more songs from that album, right? And for me, I was like, what's going on this album cover? What's going on? Her six-pack and an animal head. Hey, I'm like, Cézare, what's going on? She also sings about love and how ridiculous men are.
It's true.
Oh my gosh, you know who's going to my country this month?
No.
In 10 days? Summer Walker. I'm so
Whoa.
jealous. Just like, Summer, come to China. Yo, I'm so
Maria,
jealous.
is it Maria?
Mariah
Right?
Carey, yes.
She's already here.
Is she?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not her first time, coming to
Mhm.
China. I'm like, wow, she really likes China. Because I think she was here last year, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, someone I know is going to a concert and they invited me, but I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm willing to stand there. Like, I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan of him?
No.
Of her.
I have nothing against him with that.
I like the fact that China is not opening up to those stuff. They should open up to Afrobeat too, and let's see how it goes.
They're going. They're coming.
Afrobeat concerts,
Yo.
big, huge ones.
You see them dancing like us. They're warming up. I think they will host this.
To start hosting shows that will invite.
African artists.
Yeah.
Global African artists. I would love to see Wizkid
Yeah.
and Rema
Mm-hmm.
and there's a guy from my country, Casper, your
Mhm.
best. I'd love to experience him live. Yeah, and other people actually that I don't know but I like. Other people.
They shouldn't make it only Africa. They should mix it with the other Afro Americans and
Yes, like Canadians that are.
crazy.
Yeah.
What was her name?
I
Chris Brown.
Oh, why do you think Chris would ever come to China?
If the money is coming, why not?
I feel like Chris, some parts of the world are still angry.
They are
that he
doing
beats
business,
them.
so if they invite him and they are going to pay him, he'll come.
Yeah, Chris is a performer for sure. People like Davido. Oh, I would love to experience Davido.
And it shouldn't be in a huge hall. It should be a concert.
Outside,
Yeah.
I agree. Something like Ultra. Is it Ultra?
You see how the world will start liking China. And I don't know what they are. What they did, the tariff thing, expose a lot about things that are hidden about China and all of that. If China should do those concerts over here, there will be another thing altogether.
can use that to the
All of a
advantage.
sudden, everybody started loving China. Wow,
Exactly.
so
Even the people producing all those big brands, Nike, Louis Vuitton, and they are just charging us so huge.
Did you see that video of Elon Musk and Trump being in a factory trying to produce their
Produce
own
what?
products because they don't want to buy from China? I was like,
Did
this is
they- do people-
ridiculous.
Did people made it up or
Yeah, it
such?
was an AI. I was like, this is, we'll never get here. It's ridiculous. China does things,
Mm.
and you gotta let China do the things. Okay? In an ideal world, yeah, sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm crashing here.
Mhm.
I might just nap.
Mhm.
I'm so tired.
I thought you already came here since yesterday.
That's why I was
You should
pushing
have
for
asked for
Thursday.
you should have asked for 2 days ahead or 1 day ahead. Just to relax.
But I just want us to play more.
Mm.
So that's like, let me do my hair, get it out of the way. Because hair, it takes the whole day in itself, you know? Black hair. Or girls, period. Because boys are pretty nice 15 minutes tops and they're done.
But some guys are also getting locks though.
Okay, yeah,
So
with
you
the
also
ones that
you
don't
also
have
do the
locks.
time.
Yeah, I mean like when they just cut their hair,
Mm.
easy peasy. So it helps you to keep yourself like the music on. I'm gonna nap it.
Yeah, do. Take your time.
Okay. I don't want you to think I'm rude.
No.
Okay, one more thing and then I'm gonna sleep again. One thing about being in China, these Chinese kids, so cute.
Yeah.
Their outfits.
So beautiful.
Ah, my gosh. I love oversized clothes on kids.
Do you imagine I walk around the town,
Mm-hmm.
any Chinese kid I see, I keep talking to myself, oh, so she looks so cute. Oh, the small boy is so handsome.
I know.
That's why they look so cute when they are young, but when they start growing,
Yeah, yes.
oh, that's when they mess everything up. Some of the boys look so cute.
So
the face,
cute.
the
Yes.
figure, like the nose, the.
Yeah.
I'm like, this boy is so cute. Oh, this baby is so cute. They look so innocent.
That's when you wish to beg a child to say, don't grow up. Stay small.
Those ones, have you met the ones in high school?
Mm-hmm.
Some of them look good. For some of the boys.
I know.
Their facial figures.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm like, how?
Worse, even when they are working out, like playing sports. Oh my god.
Especially Shenzhen,
Mm-hmm.
they don't really have that small, smooth eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Eish. We're all pervs, do you see? So that's why you gotta control yourself, because how are you going online paying for your perv behavior? We're all pervs. Don't take it to the extremes.
Yeah. Sometimes I see parents holding their babies and put them on the leg. Oh, your baby is so cute.
Yeah.
Say thank you.
I know, you can't help yourself.
Yeah. Sometimes I take videos or pictures of them, and when I'm about to post it, I'll be like, oh, this is a chat. Don't post it, just delete it. Just admire it and delete it.
Yes.
Ah, some of them look so cute. Ah. But in some part of China, they don't really look that. I don't want to shout it. Since I came here, I've been seeing some of them like, okay, this is a different. Yeah. When you're cold, let me know. I guess I'll need to put on this.
This towel is helping so thank you. Sleep. I think I need a pill to properly sleep, unlike you. I forgot to tell you my dilemma. I'm traveling here. One other thing that happened. We usually talk about the delay, right?
Yeah.
Turbulence. And you hear me tell you we knocked off work at 4, right?
Yeah.
And my colleagues were like, oh, let's grab something before you leave. And I was planning to leave immediately so that I have no stress. So I'd rather wait at the airport. On my way finally to the airport in the DD, just like halfway, I realized I forgot my passport.
Oh no.
Girl, who forgets the passport? I told you this stand back. That way we're on the highway.
Hope you were not late too.
Well, I'm here. So that should tell you that man, he was stressed with me. I'm like, don't cancel this trip, please. Let's just turn back. I'll pay you extra. Yo, and he really like showed up. I think he was stressed with me. And he drove as fast as he could. Because you know Chinese people really respect the road rules. But that man, I was like, listen, no question, I'm not being generous. Because this is, I think at some point I saw the camera flashing him. That's definitely a forget. Yo, that was stressful.
How was the Chinese? Oh, you translated?
Translating the entire time, and that's what I was grateful for. That
Yeah.
he could have easily just been like, "Oh, I don't have time for this for now." Bye.
Get out of my car.
You know what I mean? But he was just like, "What time's your flight? Okay." And he tried to confirm. Are you saying you forgot your passport in your luggage? I'm like, no, I forgot it at home. You need to go back. And he even tried to take shortcuts to go back to my house. And the entire time, the DD app was telling him,
No.
turn around, you're going the opposite of
You're
way.
going the wrong way.
Girl, I was like,
Then you start sending a message. If there is anything, call the police.
exactly.
They would think he's trying to.
Exactly. Yo, that's another thing that I was worried that I hope he's not losing points because of this, you know? But yeah, I was so grateful. So yeah, there are good citizens out there.
Oh, this is what they are. A lot of them are really good.
Right?
Sometimes I go outside, I come back home, I become so happy. I'm like, oh. And sometimes I'll be worried about something that I want to do in this country. By the time I get out there, there is this Samaritan waiting patiently for me to help me through the process. I come back, I'm like, wow, Chinese people are really good. They are really good people. But there are bad people everywhere. So that doesn't mean we should judge.
So yeah, God bless his soul.
The ball thing is looking so cute.
Yay!
But your hair will be short.
I love me a bob. The reason why I'm asking for this is because at a certain period, I preferred, and I had actually vowed to say, I actually want to do things different. I want locks, but I want to keep it bob. Because usually people have locks to grow them, right? But I love the bob look so much. So me doing this is because I don't want to cut it. It's easy for me to cut. I gave my students such an exciting homework. I hope they do it. I asked them
You want to keep them busy?
Yeah, these kids are so lazy, hey?
Mm.
Generation these days, lazy.
They don't want to do
They
anything.
don't want to do anything. Even their homework is AI and they can't even read it.
Mm.
So I asked them to vlog
Mm.
2 to 3 days of their holiday speaking English.
Mm.
I'm
That's
excited-
nice.
Yeah,
You
I'm excited to
haven't.
see what they're sharing, you know?
I wish to see those videos.
I'll send you. I'll send you. Because I said, I'll send you the bad ones and the good ones. I hope everyone's good. Because I told him, even if you wake up every day, waking up, watching something sleep,
You brush your teeth.
come on,
and
you can talk about that day.
Mm.
Because they don't speak English, and we have posters everywhere encouraging them to speak English. Because they are in an English program. How are you in an English program and you don't have the interest to at least speak
Say
this language?
something. Yeah.
You make it our jobs 10 times harder because you don't. The concept of what you're being taught is like flying over your head just because you're not practicing this language. You know. I'm not trying to put English on a pedestal here, but our school is in a Chinese school. So they could have easily gone to the Chinese program, but they chose this program. So, yeah. I'm excited to see what comes out of it. The point is
I wonder how chaos the video is going.
I know! And you know, the ones obviously were excited are who? The girls. Because some of them were already like, welcome to my channel. I said, exactly. But you guys are scrolling on TikTok?
Some of them are happy doing it.
Yes. I said, go do that, but use English. Because even the presentations that we do in class, like, I always tell them, like, please don't read to me. Come able to speak about what you put together. Nope. Still reading. It's defeating because it's not even about so much about our classes.
They read presentations.
Oh God. Because I was going to say, it's because I'm trying to prepare them for university.
You read everything. The screen and everything is made such a way that you just connect your laptop. I don't know if you've been to the university classrooms before. There is a table in front of the board facing the student, and in that table there is a screen embedded in a like puppet.
Right.
There's a screen in where you connect your laptop or your Bluetooth, and it will open up like an iPad,
Right.
where the screen will be projected for people that you are presenting to be seen, and you'll be on the screen reading to them. I'm like, oh, schooling in China is easy. And some of the exams, they'll tell you it's an open book. I'm like, really? You guys? And we are in Africa doing the work.
You were doing the work, eh? I see.
They don't stress that.
Huh. I have wondered
Where you
about
have to chew everything into your head
Right.
and go and pour into the book and all of that. You tell them open book. Open your book, stop there. Stop it.
I have wondered about studying here. You know, like taking a break from work to study further, like study in China.
China is a place, if you have a craft, when you come here, you get time to capitalize on it. Because immediately the university tells you, oh, open book, you have to find a strategy to learn something else.
Yes.
Put yourself in a different field. If you want to learn Chinese, learn stuff from Chinese. Because university is not going to stress you so much.
Yes.
So if you have something you want to learn, this is where to come and work on it during your university days. And people even get time to teach and work. Though they were told students cannot work, they get time to do all of that. Everything is flexible. But I was so pained I didn't take Chinese seriously when I was schooling here. I didn't know how I'll be needing it because now to find a job, I'm into marketing. They tell you, oh, you need to speak Chinese fluent. Oh, no.
Would you say it's too late for you to like try?
Oh, no, it's not too late.
It's not, right? Yeah.
I'll be joining Chinese class very soon at Shenzhen. Yeah, because I want to go out there and be able to speak fluent Chinese and use it to make some money out there. A lot of Chinese investors out there looking for people to translate and all of that.
That's right.
Even though I speak a little bit, I want it to be professional. You don't want to be a translator that will be struggling to translate.
Exactly, yeah. I'm gonna come back. I'll obviously communicate with you. Around June, July. So
Is there any holiday there too?
I will be on holiday, work holiday. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I will.
Teachers.
Yeah, but I will not be going outside of China. So I'm just saying, whatever you're doing, you're gonna undo it. I will not stress myself to undo it.
But I'm using a loose one though. Bands, so it's easier to.
They won't pop.
A bit, but not too much.
Like, I mean, if they pop, will they undo the bob?
The twist.
Yeah.
I'm twisting this as well. I'm twisting your hair too. Do you know?
Because my experience with those, over time, they pop. You just hear something go
Pop. Yeah.
and it's undone.
I'm not using a single one. I'm doubling them. So.
Okay. Oh, okay, I get you. Do I have to be careful? Maybe when
You
I
need to
sleep or-
wrap when you sleep. But I like how your hair turned out when you came.
When I came, yeah. It will be
You
that-
really did a good job on it.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll do it
The
again.
texture and everything looking so healthy. That is when I was looking at your hair. I'm like, why didn't I do locks all this while?
It's never too late.
Yeah, because the first time it wasn't looking like this. That means you were putting in a lot of work.
You know what I also did? I bought, you know the brand, The Ordinary?
Oh, yeah.
I use The Ordinary on my face, right? They also have like this hair.
For hair?
thing. Yeah. So in my water spray, I put those drops in there. And then I use this other MPL thing. Yeah. So I really try with the products I have. I know if I had a lot of it, I would also use shea butter on my hair.
Do you have it?
I only use it for my face. I don't have enough to use on my hair. I think if I get a good supply, I'll try it on my hair. But I know this brand is very expensive.
Yeah, very, very expensive.
Yeah, come to. But I know it's good for us.
And this tariff thing going on, it will become much more expensive now. They should just cancel whatever going on and just leave people to be. we not struggling enough?
Please.
Why are they trying to add more struggle to? Meanwhile, China is the only country trying to help people in terms of business owners and stuff.
Definitely, China's government has the heart of the people
Yeah.
at the core of it. Yes, they are good with numbers and money and whatnot, but at the heart of it, they care about people.
Imagine when you live in this country, the same price you used to buy a bag of rice for 6 years. After 6 years, you still
It's
be
still-
buying the
Girl.
same.
Girl.
But in some country, every
Girl.
3 days.
Yeah.
Every 1 week, they are increasing prices.
Yeah.
Who would do that?
Hi. That's our crime.
And they will also be checking to make sure stores, shops are not increasing their prices. And they have a card. I think there's a country card for every Chinese person. When you go to a shop and the thing is being sold for 45 Chinese yuan, when you show your card, you might end up buying it 35 or 38. They'll reduce the price for you. Only Chinese. They're really doing good.
Yeah.
Who will do that for their people?
Right now, the bread price in my country is insane. What it was as I was growing up versus what it is now.
So if things are going to be very expensive, why we not produce in a mass so it will be cheaper?
Cheaper, that's right.
Encourage people to produce.
Yeah. You're right.
Or encourage farmers to double up their farming. So we will not be able to be going through all of that. But it seems they are just quiet. A lot of African leaders are just quiet on that. When you produce in a larger quantity, there will be food all over the place. People will be reducing their prices. Because if your price is high, I won't buy from you. I'll be able to get from the next person cheaper.
Yeah.
So you'll be forced to reduce your price.
Exactly. And mass production, what it does is when the prices are low, you will still gain because if you produce mass but your prices are still high, you're not selling, so the things will spoil. You know?
Imagine braiding hair. When I went to my country, they were running around looking for braiding hair. I'm like, the only country that is producing it so far in a larger quantity is China.
It's crazy. That's crazy to me. Because Chinese people are not out here, not that they don't, but weave is not their thing. It's our thing. But because they saw, there's a need for that, we're gonna take advantage.
Yesterday, a friend of mine left. He was a teacher in China. He left to America. He was showing me around, telling me, all those things the media used to say about America is a lie. Showing me around, houses looking so weird. Only the main California and those rich places. I saw the place of like, even Chinese villages are beautiful. And he was just sitting in one couch and relaxing outside and showing me. He turned his camera like, really? So all of those things were hypes. They show us one portion of it.
Right. Just like how they show one portion of Africa, they say that they're struggling, don't come here, it looks ugly, every part is people, asking and begging for food.
And I was telling him they've already sold the place to our grandmothers, our mothers that is heaven on earth. So don't worry, we are all coming.
So
we're all going to come.
They work there now.
Yeah,
They
but
live
not
to work
really,
there.
really working, getting a better thing that will fetch good money like that.
Excuse me, because I'm just wondering what made them switch from China to
They
America.
just want a stable life.
Mm.
You know, here you have to be on visa. If your visa is about to expire, you have to start thinking, how are you going to renew? Oh, people don't like that. So they just want a place. And he was even telling me, oh, the visa thing here in America it is the same. You need a visa, you need your document to be able to stay. So if you don't have the document, you'll still be thinking like that till you get it. So it's everywhere.
You can't run away from that.
He is from Congo, but someone from a country, they will never tell you the truth. They would rather be in it and be struggling than tell people it's hard.
Yeah. Which part of America did they go? If you remember.
I forgot the name. I even told him to send me the videos. Because I saw that place, I'm like, is he living in the village of
Wow.
the city center? Because why the place looks so horrible like that? It's like you see a lot of green grasses. One house here, like those short houses. You see one house here, you have to walk very far to be able to see the next one. Meanwhile, in China, you'll be seeing new houses everywhere.
Yes. I hope they're safe.
But how he was talking, I feel like things are not really working out the way he expected it. And a lot of Americans, when they come to get their hair done, they told me the same thing.
Is it?
I told them I want to go to America and start my life there. You're like, don't go. One of the guys, do not go to America. America is expensive. Do not go there. And I'm like, that is the heaven painted already. So I'm always telling them, you guys you've painted a place like heaven on earth.
Right.
And all our parents are saying, oh, that's the place you have to go. Leave. He said, I shouldn't go. Do not go to America. And even him, American, is planning to go settle in Thailand and start his life. He's a teacher here in China.
That's another place to actually live. And like a nice place to live because the living cost is low.
He wants to go there, start his life, open his business and everything. He will just go to America to visit. I'm like, okay. You can invite me first. Let me go replace you in America.
Yeah, I think sometimes like it's good to hear what people say, but the decision always lies with you, right? So
I just want to go see how it is. Let me go eat some dollars. Growing up, that is what we used to see on TV. Oh, these people are in heaven and we are in hell in Africa. Now you guys are selling different stories. You will go. You all go there. Have you been there already?
to America, I was in an exchange program for a little bit, like a work vacation exchange program. It was hiring students, university students, because they wanted to know that we will come back, right? So I was only there for like 3 months.
Oh, okay.
But I was under the comfort of work and work for a short period. So yeah, where I was, it was a little isolated.
That's what he was telling me.
Yeah, it's a bit isolated. I don't think, I guess you can do bike rides around the neighborhood, but There's just a lot of space between places.
Yes, that's what he was telling me.
Right.
And he was feeling so bored. I'm like, fuck.
Mm.
Yeah, but for me, I was thinking, since it's America, there are a lot of black people already.
Mhm.
There are a lot of foreigners. So go out there, meet people, and have fun.
Right.
He even felt sick. I'm like, bro, go and meet people. Everyone is minding their business.
About America, you said still. I don't know. There's what people say, but I will always vouch for. Go get your own experience.
So I'll talk to one of them to see if I can get an invitation. Because
You need for the visa.
yeah.
Or you can go to one of these dating apps and meet someone and date them for a while. Like 90 days.
90 days. Is it that easy?
I don't know. But Nigerians are doing it. They be marrying old white ladies just to live in just to live in America.
Those guys, I don't know what's true. They are marrying their ancestors. Just to, I'll never do that. Need an invite just to go see how it looks like and come back.
So you would ideally, or you think you would stay, like you are, to make an have an idea of it, would you want to stay for how long? Like a week, a month?
Maybe a month,
A month,
and
yeah.
come back. So when I come back, I'll come and really prepare myself
Right.
to finally maybe move there permanently.
Permanent?
No.
Or you mean like for 3 years, 5 years?
Yeah. The first one, they expect you to go and come back. So even if they give me 5 years or 4 years, I'll just go and spend 1 month and come back.
I know, my friend has a 10-year visa.
From China here?
No.
From home?
South African. Yes,
I don't know, the application stresses me out. Cute.
After this, I
Going to
want
sleep.
you all to sleep. I want like a good warm meal. Even pizza can be warm, it doesn't matter. Even though it's bread. And maybe a beer or two. Do you drink?
Yeah, I do once in a while.
Do you prefer beer or wine or cocktails?
I think that tastes good on my
Okay.
tongue.
Okay, that's good.
So far as I'm in a good mood for it, I'll
Right.
take anything.
You know how some girls can't really drink beer? You know, like my best friend, it's just like too much bottles. Sour. But yeah, I also can go
People
either way.
people complain so much about how it makes your belly big.
Yes. Yes.
So sometimes I'm always going for whiskeys.
That's, yeah. Ooh, whiskey would be good actually. What about soju? Do you like
No,
soju?
I haven't really tried. If I try it and it's good, why not?
Yeah, they have flavored ones, right?
For me, my kind of way of drinking is when I taste and it's good on my tongue. Going
Keep it
with
rolling. okay, it's fine. I guess if you're using the elastics, because I used to use them before when I my first year in China, I did my hair a lot. I used to buy them to do whatever style. So I'll get to that because the thing about wool is it lasts longer. You don't have to stress about it popping. But the strings, you can't really do like a perfect job in hiding them. You know. And unfortunately, with strings, if you're not careful, you can accidentally cut your hair.
Yeah. Just don't stress it too much. When you're about to sleep, scarf it down. Don't let it be moving on it, scratching stuff. No. I guess you want to love me. I don't know, now I feel like listening to music. And I have my video on.
Oh.
If not, copyright now, copyright issue.
Oh, copyright. Yeah, that's right. We YouTubers, be careful.
So much rules.
Yo, I will take it down. And it will be with a good video. Yo, I know that.
The last time I got 6.1, they blocked the video. I went live, I called these Chinese people, cook for us to eat. Then in the evening we went live. We got 6.1K.
Ish.
You know what they did? We were playing all the good music and everything. All for them to send me a message. Oh, sorry. The music you use in your video is... I'm like, gosh.
Pay for it, girl. And for me, it's always like, if I'm paying for a subscription, am I not paying for it? Are you telling me that I can pay for, like, I can pay an album that I purchased? What if I went to a music store and bought an album and I play that on my CD player? Is that not still I paid for it? I don't know. Oh, we're talking about music. One of the activities I had with my students, you must just hear, né? All of this is because I'm trying to encourage them to speak English, but in a fun way, not in a curriculum brain way. So one of the activities was karaoke. They come prepare
song?
2 songs, and from this, we'll have a song and have a backup. And from your main song, write words that you think you will struggle with. And then in class we will go through them together. And then only when you find your confidence, because that activity is just so you can practice their pronunciation and articulation and pitch. And not so much about their singing. And it was really fun. Like, I even, on my Spotify, whichever songs that they send me, now I have a folder of that class with those songs. So that when I look back on these days and they're older, I can remember, oh, they sang this song, they were nervous, or whatever the case, you know? I feel like with this particular class, I have nice memories with them. Even last year, it was my first time being a drama teacher. And drama means at the end of the year, we have a play. Girl, always coaching people how to act. I was like, hey, I'm walking on this blind leading the blind. Like, I have no idea, but we're doing it. And at some point, our school was constructing a new carpet. So the glue was quite strong, so we kept away from school, I think, like for a week, meaning 2020 back again. We had to do classes online. Can you imagine coaching people online? That was a nightmare because the connection was slow and other people, kids some are laughing, and when you laugh, you're disrupting the class because it's online,
The parents will be talking.
right? And you need to mute.
Mm.
But when they're all mute, it
Mm.
means I'm speaking by myself. And it's like, no. When I ask a question or when it's an opportunity for you to engage, you know.
Mm.
But the end of the play was a success. It was really nice. We did Matilda the movie. You know it, right? The Matilda, the girl who realized that she has powers at an early age, and her principal was a bad person, and she went to the school, but her teacher was nice. Yeah, that's the. And till today, they still can remember the lines.
Oh, nice.
And that speaks on how, you know, the
Good.
movies you expose yourself to, the songs you expose yourself to. You can even use that language in your day-to-day, depending, obviously. So, that was nice. So I want to do more of those things that you can have fun learning. Learning doesn't always have to be a textbook, listen to your teacher boring way of doing things.
Repeat after me, kind of.
Repeat up, you know what I mean? I think my next project with them is to host a podcast, for them to host a podcast.
Like a news anchor too.
Yeah, something like that, you know? Maybe to the point where I say you must have a channel and you must draw views, and by drawing views by choosing an audience and making sure you are catering to that particular audience. And my goal with that would be like, even when you're in varsity, this is something that you can look back on, you know? Whether it is something you start now and continue to have it and it makes money for you, or it's just a good memory to have for your high school experience. But we'll see how it goes, because I have lazy children. I might have all these ideas, but it's on them to bring them to life as well. Like, only a few of them have a dying passion to get into writing essays. And their English, oh my goodness. It's like, you guys can't even construct a simple sentence. Where are you? How is it looking with now paragraphs to make an essay? I'm like, do the basics first. They're such good kids, but they have such annoying habits.
Kids will always be.
Yo, kids will be always be kids, eh? Like the boys.
You're even lucky you don't have students that will be doing boyfriend, girlfriend in the classroom.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm so glad, yo. Yeah, no. I think this is because our school is so small. If there was a lot of them, maybe they might.
When the school is small, it's manageable. Everyone is seeing each other all the time. When you pass by a classroom, you are able to see the students, you know.
And you can track everyone easily.
So what's popular in the city you are from? Like everyone knows of it.
I'll show you. I haven't been here myself.
So how about the food over there?
Oh gosh, I have no idea. I think no. Our was gonna say hot pot, but hot pot is like China. I think China people love the same things. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know how they'll say Chengdu is popular for spicy food, but I think that's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there they use more spice.
Because
than normal.
people travel everywhere
Exactly.
to open restaurants and stuff. So when you are in Shenzhen, they'll tell you this is Chengdu cuisine. This
Exactly.
is Nanjing. This is Shanghai cuisine. This is.
I really don't know what's
So
happening.
these are everywhere. I remember when I want to travel to Sichuan.
Okay.
They're like, oh, that place, the food is very spicy.
Where is it not spicy in China? Tell me.
It's very spicy.
Uh-oh. And sometimes I will tell the restaurant to say, hey, okay, spicy please. And the spiciness is not even.
No, it's
Like-
not even strong.
I think Indian
Black people
food is
eat a lot of
like it.
spice.
Yes.
And some people, when you say spicy, they are talking about the ginger, garlic, and stuff. But when we say spicy, we are
Like,
talking about
I'm
the
crying
pepper.
spicy. Exactly.
My eyes are tearing up.
That's right. Okay, one or two things. Maybe we switch up the aircon or I get hot water.
Okay, let me go switch it
Please. I'm getting really cold. But if it gets hot again, you're more than welcome to switch up. 'Cause it's really warm. Shenzhen is
Yeah,
really
Shenzhen is
warm. I arrived and I was already.
Do you know why I
sweating.
put it on?
Mm.
When I started doing the hair,
Mm.
I realized I'm becoming active, so the heat started in my arms, and I'm like, okay, then let me try the AC to see if it will come down a bit.
Yeah, let's just switch it off like switch it back on. 'Cause I understand. This is my struggle with, you know, white people sweat easily too.
Especially in the hot.
Like our principal, he was telling us how he's never had to buy electric blankets. And when it's winter, he just sleeps with one warm blanket. I'm like, that's not me. I'm like, till today, I still sleep with a hot water bottle. Because I just love heat and coziness. I'm still in my winter pajamas, even though it's spring. I don't know. I take a while to break off.
For me, I use it forever. I don't take my winter blankets out.
I know, me too. They're still there. I didn't tell him that because I don't want them to think, oh, your bed. Maybe sweat and. But we don't sweat the same.
Yeah.
I really
Even
don't.
though I have it on, I still put on AC.
Yes. Why do we do that?
I feel like this. When you feel like there's something covering you, you sleep well.
Yes. Me
Why
too.
would I be using very light? I'll not be able to sleep.
And you know, my other colleague, because there's three of us, he's Pakistan. So he's also used to their cuisine. I think they also have a bit of spiciness that we can tolerate. So the three of us, when we eat like Chinese spicy potatoes, Patrick, the Canadian, he's the one who sweats. Like listen, he'll be sweating, face dripping, and we're fine. Like we're just like, he's always just struggling. And yeah, I suppose even when he sweats, like sleeping is the same, but for us, not so much.
Because the body is already used to it. Relaxing, eh? Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
tell me if I should go.
No, it's okay. But you're comfortable though. So that means you didn't eat at all before coming, right?
Mm-mm.
You want to buy more food?
No. We're gonna eat together.
Mm.
Thank you. And I think just on a normal day-to-day basis, like I only eat dinner, and that's because work like gets me busy, and I rely solely on coffee, and then I'll switch to tea and later, throughout my days. So this flight that I was on, usually isn't it with flights?
So this is not your first time using it or taking it?
Spring.
Mm.
I think it's probably my second time, but I wasn't as aware like now.
Maybe planes changes. One may be good, the other one may be.
Right. So usually what I've learned is that, especially when it comes to meals, like if you're a vegetarian, right? So it doesn't help when I'm on the flight and they offer pork or fish, and I'm like, oh, I'm vegetarian. So they always say like, oh no, sorry, you need to apply the day before so that we can pay for you. So then, okay, now that I got schooled on that, I was trying to look on my trip.com to see where I can apply for my specific meal. It said no option for that. Okay, I try to call. On my way, they said English assistance ended at 5:30 and it was 6. I said, okay, well. Then when I got on the plane, then they had this WeChat scan. I scanned it. I see meal options. When I see the meal options, money. I'm like, what?
You like pay?
I have to pay for my meal? Literally the entire flight, I think only about 3 people bought meals. But because we had a layover, then when we were in that waiting hall at that other airport, then they all gave us those just pour hot water noodles.
But it's just a short distance. Why layover though?
Remember, because I told you there was that turbulence?
Oh yeah. Oh, that they decided to stop.
Then they stopped.
Oh.
That's why I arrived at 3 versus 1.
Oh. Okay.
We waited for 2 hours.
So these people didn't check all of that before. Oh.
That's crazy, right? Then they gave us like noodles and water. And I did pour the hot water in the noodles, and I was like, because I was hungry, but I know that sometimes when you're hungry, you're just thirsty. And I was like, it's really too late to eat right now. 11, and I'm not really like working or walking around. I'm just sitting. I just chucked it. I threw it out. I was like, I'm not gonna eat this. So yeah, I think I made a good decision by doing that. Because, going back to what we spoke about earlier, just being conscious of the food you take in most of the time, it's in your best benefit long term, so if you can actively choose to eat whole foods or fruits versus a quick, easy snack. Like I'm trying to get in the rhythm of you're better off eating a mango or an apple other than potato chips, because I love potato chips. They're like my guilty pleasure. But when I'm conscious enough, I do swap. And what better place to do it than China? Everywhere there's a fruit stall to buy these things, This is in a country where fruits are overpriced. You're better buying Doritos than buying orange.
So normally the holiday is supposed to be 4 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why are they counting the weekend too?
I know, why? Thank you, China. They do that all the time.
Ah.
You should hear my kids as well. Oh, rest days, and then they count the weekend. I'm like, that's not a rest day. That's a game.
Yeah.
Like it's shouldn't.
And some of us worked last week on Sunday.
So yes, people did. Our school, because we're such a small schools, these are some of the things we can get away with. When most places work to make day for these holidays, sometimes we don't have to do it, which I'm grateful for.
We took Sunday, took our weekends,
Yup.
and gave only 2 days.
Yup.
Like we didn't even get it.
And you know, working on a Sunday makes the week feel longer.
Yeah.
Even though you caught work Wednesday, but because you came Sunday, oh gosh.
We give holidays and still take it.
I was telling my mom about that. She was like, "What's the point?" I'm like, exactly. Don't give it to us if you want it back. you have a relationship with sunflower seeds, like how Chinese people
I
love?
don't like it. I don't like the way it
Yeah?
smells.
Oh, I love them.
Mm.
They're a bit loud because,
Mhm.
but I love them, and I love them because they waste time. Because I told you I love potato chips. So for me, I can finish like 5 packs at a go. Like, I feel like sunflower seeds create a good control for me because they're so tiny.
Do you want me to get you some?
I have. No, I'm good. But I admire how Chinese people,
They take their time.
and they eat, but they eat with just one hand. I go and I still do this,
Oh,
and
it's a waste of
even
time.
my best friend goes the same way.
Like, why would I be cracking this thing and only small
Oh, you
thing?
eat such a small thing, I know.
And sometimes when it's coming out, it's even cracked.
It's cracked. I know, girl. My house, my jacket will be filled with like just like dust from cracking these things.
But when they grill it on roast, is it roasting with the sun?
Yes.
It smells a bit better.
Yes, I like the flavored ones. Yeah, when they just toast it without any seasoning, it does leave like bad bread. But I like the flavored ones for sure.
Those good aunties when they want to gossip.
I know, they are just yo. It was one of my culture shocks when I got here, seeing a granny. And they leave it on the floor because people are sweeping everywhere. So they just, it's falling seamlessly from their mouth. It's so crazy.
They have a way of cracking it.
And when I crack it with my teeth, I'm always like, I hope I'm not damaging my teeth with this, you know. It sounds
Some of
so
them,
loud.
all the hair are thick.
Yes.
See, look at this one.
Oh, yeah.
So rolling it over.
I see. I know.
So I'll try to make them.
Or put more than one. I don't know.
No, it will be too big.
Maybe too big. Or, I don't know actually. What do you think? Or maybe just folding that one
Yeah.
by itself to still match the bob length.
Look at how big it looks.
So just do what you think is a good idea. Yeah, no pressure. I'm not going to the grannies or anything. Yeah. Whatever works. Yeah, I think if it's too thick by itself, just fold it, it's okay. My mom will see me because she also has dreadlocks,
That's nice.
and she will see.
I like how South Africans, you guys cherish the blackness
Yes.
of Africans.
Yes. We do try. We
You
really
guys,
do.
for us, we always want to look like
Black
whitewashed.
Americans.
You
Yeah.
know? We perming our hair. We believe those ones are better. Meanwhile, we are damaging our hair. You guys are the ones showing us how to be black. Maybe because we were colonized by the British.
Right. Yeah, and I think the other side of that coin, right? It's exactly in what you said, in that in your families, and correct me if I'm wrong, it is more common to be advised to live abroad and study abroad.
Yeah.
Whereas with us, it depends on the family. It's
Where
not a common thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really not a common thing.
When I started doing hair, other African countries were the ones to show me that you are really doing some good job.
Mm.
You were the ones carrying my business on the head. South Africans, Black Americans. People are like, oh, Aku, go to Aku. Everyone will tell you, go to Aku. Go to Aku.
Which
You actually made my business big.
which group did Devin find you in?
Teachers in Shenzhen.
Ah, okay. It's just where people post jobs.
No, yeah. Yeah, when people looking for jobs, so sent a message looking for someone to.
I'm so insecure, girl. I was even thinking like,
You will not be able to get anyone?
no. Like, obviously as a black girl, right? I mean, I'm special, thank you, Lord. But sometimes I don't think I'm that special. So I would think like I'm just giving an example. Like I would think like, oh, him like reaching out to help me and then you messaging back. I'd be like, oh, he's going to learn about this girl. She's so nice. She's going to do my hair. Next thing you guys are chatting.
No!
Literally, like my mind will go there. You know, like.
Has he done something like that before?
No, I think it's just the trauma of what you see.
Past relationships.
Yes,
Yeah.
and other people, like not necessarily my own experience, you know, and just how it could be from a
Yeah, it's
small
girl stuff.
thing. Yeah, it could just be like someone bumping into, helping you with getting fetching something from there, and
Realizing the person is good and
right, and I remember my first area in China. I met this Chinese guy through my band colleague, right? And he was so nice to me. Like he was just like, let's hang out with this girl, because he was friends with my colleague. So he'd be like, I want to hang out with you more, blah blah blah. This guy, right? Almost hitting on me vibes. You know what I mean? And then later on, I learned that he has a girlfriend. And the girlfriend was happy to meet me. For me, immediately when I learned that he has a girlfriend, then I switched my energy, right? Almost like I saw him in the light of you are someone's boyfriend type of thing, not you hitting on me. But I bring that up to say I admire how that girl, and I stand to be corrected, she did not flinch any bit of insecurity to say, wow, who is she? I don't trust you around her or girls. Because that wasn't the last time I hung out with that guy. Because he teaches guitar, right? He has a guitar school. To the point where he would invite me to his guitar school. Like, yeah, you can come whenever you want. To the point where he was like, oh, I actually want to gym. You and I can gym together. I don't think I'll be comfortable allowing my man to be working out with another girl. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I'm not trying to blow my own horn here, but especially an attractive one at that. You know what I mean? An interesting one at that, you know? So I admired that. I admired that. For me, what I learned from that is they have a level of trust with each other within their relationship and you know, so I think like obviously it depends who you're seeing. Because you shouldn't know just from your man going to the grocery store, now you're panicking, who's it gonna be, blah, 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 blah. You know, if he is out with friends and he tells you about people he met, now you're panicking, oh, so you just want to go meet people, blah, blah. You know what I mean? That's what I learned, and I was like, I want to switch that just for my own peace, because it's not a peaceful thing to always just carry this worry about who your person is interacting with. Because what does that mean? You want them to be caged, you want them to only speak with guys, you want them, you know what I mean? So I was like, I switched that to say.
And sometimes when Chinese guys, when you do that, that means they are not really into the guys. They are seeing other guys. There was a girl, a Chinese girl. When I was doing my hair thing in Nigeria, she was a nail tech.
Mm-hmm.
So we were business to business, working, having fun together, traveling together. And she had this serious Chinese guy. Sometimes she will take me to visit the other boyfriend. Don't tell me, don't tell me, I don't really like him.
People move
I
different.
don't really like him. The parents wanted to marry him. I didn't want to marry him, so I'm seeing how like that. So this girl will take me with the guy. We find some ocean, cozy area. The new boyfriend will go and sit there. They'll be communicating, and I'll be sitting behind somewhere chilling. Then in the evening, like isolated area. Then in the daytime, the guy, it's business to business. The guy has a barber shop. I'm into hair, and the lady is into lashes and nails.
Right.
So in the day, we go to the other guy's barber shop,
Right.
have fun, live there, travel together. They will drive us to anywhere we want to go. Then in the evening, after telling the guy she was going home to sleep, that is when we find another cozy area.
What a busy person.
She told me not to tell, like me going to tell a Chinese person a Chinese girl.
Yeah.
Why? I don't have anything.
Exactly. What are you gonna gain?
So they double date. So if they see the other one is, or maybe it's another girl, they don't really bother to find out who the person is.
Because that's the thing, hey? Like, people cheat all the time, and cheating is a choice. And when they cheat, they're not cheating you. It's just it's them and their choices of how they want to move in relationships, right? And you also have you need to have your own lines to say, if you do this and I'm aware of it, and I stay, then it's my fault.
Yeah.
But if I'm aware of it and I don't like it, then it's my responsibility to leave. Yeah. Because the truth will always come out. It will always be revealed to you sooner or later.
So I don't know if they are together or they've broken up since I left. Because these girls are always saying they don't want to marry. But the boys' parents want to have grandchildren, their child's getting married. And the ladies are always out there chilling, they don't want to get married to anybody. So they start double dating different people. So even though we talk about seeing them being very responsible in their relationship, most of them are hiding
Right.
things behind.
Oh my gosh, you just reminded me. On Netflix, I saw this documentary about Allison and something. The name of the company is Allison and I forget what the other name is. Allison or Medicine and something. Anyway, something around those two names, right? And this app, and it still exists. But when it started a long time ago, it was for infidelity. It was like, are you married and holding your marriage? Cheat. And people used it as Tinder, but it was Tinder for married people. And then the documentary was to talk about how in 2015 it got hacked. And people's laundries were aired. Now the secrecy out. And this were people, some of the people were people who they signed up out of curiosity, but they never really engaged to enjoy. But because they signed up, now their marriage fell apart. Yeah, I was like, that is wild. The fact that it also still exists, but I mean, that's someone who saw opportunities to make money out of what is already existing, which is infidelity, you know? Which I was crazy to me. Literally, people can make money out of anything. And this guy was going on interviews promoting how cheating in a marriage is normal. It's okay.
It's okay?
Yeah, that's what he was saying, because he's like, when you are happy and you satisfy your needs, you can be a better partner. You know? And someone somewhere will agree with that. And that's the market, that's his target, you know? So, yeah. It's crazy for me to learn that there's an app for infidelity. And if you want to message someone, you need to buy points.
So
That's
are
how they
both
make
people
money.
involved in the relationship?
Yes, they're both married. It's
Oh.
strictly for married people who want to get busy together. Our human society.
It's damaged.
Hey, and we are to no one else. No, I'm in the mood. You know what I'm in the mood for? A good movie and popcorn.
Yeah, and a cozy blanket.
And a cozy blanket and a whiskey. I always tell him like popcorn are my guilty pleasure. But let me tell you, Devin does not cook. He does not have a pot in his house.
Always buying outside?
Always eating outside, literally. I'm like, it works for you because you have options. And it's okay. But for me, I need to cook, just like you. You know, I need to.
So
have
did you
that
buy
balance.
some pots at his place?
I thought about it.
Let
Actually.
me show you the. Maybe I should end it and show you this nice pots that I've seen.
You
can-
can. Just for when I'm around.
You
because-
can leave it at his place.
Yes. Because eating all the time outside. My area. This is one of the places that I want to visit at some point. That I want to visit at some point. That I haven't yet.
That's in your city.
Mm.
Wow.
Sure.
It looks good.